Hey, welcome to this Field of Glory 2 gameplay video. If you love Field of Glory 2, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Field of Glory 2 multiplayer in what I think is the third game. Yeah, it's my third game in the Wargamers Club For Gentlemen Field of Glory 2 tournament. And I think I've published one video AAR, one video so far because the files for the first fight are 1,400 miles away at home since I'm still away from home on family business. So I think this game I'm playing against Ian, and he says, good luck. Looking forward to this. It was through watching your AARs on Field of Glory that I learned about the group. Well, that's cool. I had no idea. I'm very happy to hear that. So, what do you say we get on in there and get this going and see what's... I'm not sure. The tournament rules are I'm still a little foggy on, and that probably has something to do with me being foggy in general. I think I've got to set up or pick an army. I know I got to set it up. I'm not sure whether I get to pick the army or not this time, but it doesn't matter. We'll sort it out, won't we? Hey, before we get started, if you've been watching and listening to me babble for the last minute and 15 seconds and you still haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Ring that bell so you know when I post another video. Like and share. That always helps the channel, and especially leave me a comment. So, let's see. What's up? Wow, that's loud. Well, it's not that bad. Okay. Yes, Germans, 933 to 1049 AD versus Polish, 966 to 1057 AD. Well, okay. This is armies that I'm not familiar with, but I'll figure it out. It looks like we have 1,000 points to play with. We have an army that is a lot of armored lancers and armored cavalry, protected lancers, just regular old lancers, regular old cavalry. We can have dismounted lancers. We have shield wall. Boy, this is a beautiful piece of terrain for cavalry, though, isn't it? Look at that. A little bit of rough ground over there. Anyway, a poorly armed rabble. We have some raw shield wall. Massed archers, if we want them, and some light archers. Let's see. The enemy... Well, it looks a lot alike, except they've got an option for more regular cavalry. What am I saying? Actually, I glanced at this before starting recording the video, and I did not notice. This is a cavalry armor, not a lancer army, which means they're more likely to skirmish away. Ooh, that's actually interesting. They also have a lot more archers and javelin. They can play a lot more light infantry than I can play, which I find disturbing. This is going to be an interesting fight. They also have to have some shield wall, and they can have up to 10. Untrailed heavy foot, defensive spearmen. And we'd have up to 8 untrailed heavy foot, defensive spearmen. But we can have some cavalry. Actually, looks like 4. But we're a lancer army, which is kind of cool if we can get a hold of the guy. Him skirmishing away could be loads of fun. Well, it'll take me a few minutes to get this set up and select the army and get it deployed. And unlike my good friend Richard York, who seems to do that on autopilot and selects a really cool army in about 3 seconds and has it deployed. It takes me a little while to do that, and I don't want to bore you while I hem and haw and choose different things and set them up here and set them up there and stare at the map. So what do you say? I get that done, and then we'll be back in just a moment to get some play happening. Well, okay. This was interesting. Well, looking at his list, looking at my list, I've got almost as many cavalry as he can have max. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think he can bring 16 cavalry maximum. I've got 6 shield wall, 4 light infantry. I wish I had more light infantry. If he brings a lot of light infantry, if he brings his maximum light infantry, I'm going to lose this skirmish game. So I put the armored lancers not supposed to be there. Cavalry. Good thing I have not yet chosen to. Now, okay, I'm going to fix that. And, okay, that should be all cavalry, armor cavalry, cavalry, armor cavalry. Right, all the lancers back here. The best cavalry general, or the second, we got 2 best generals, the CNC and that sub-general are in the second line. Decent generals with each with small commands. These guys will be better for trying to sweep skirmishers, and if they're charged early on by superior foes, they should try to skirmish away, leaving these guys to try to bag them up. I got a reserve of lancers and armored lancers here. They swing this way if necessary, more than likely going that way. I don't know. We're going to use this shield wall to just push steady forward, assuming that the circumstances dictated. I mean, this hill over here, it's kind of interesting. He's actually got more crud in his deployment area than I do. He's got a lot of rough terrain, but he won't care about that. He should be able to just advance out here briskly, and we'll have a big-ass fight right there. And so, I don't know. Doesn't look to me like there's a whole lot of room for subtlety here. So what do you say we push the button and find out whether we actually get to play now, or if it just pitches back to him? I'm not real sure. Let's go. Confirm. Ta-da! All right. Light archers, some good cavalry, shield wall. Oof, he brought the shield wall and some dismounted cavalry, which is actually really good stuff. Well. Now the question is going to be whether he wants to step out and play, or he wants to sit back there and watch me come after him. I think if I were him, I'd be kind of tempted to sit tight. He's got this big, gigantic infantry line backed up by another even bigger, more gigantic infantry line. His cavalry tucked behind some really crummy stuff that I don't want to fight in. Oh, look, even more dismounted armored cavalry. He's got a nice infantry army. And a very nice infantry army. This is going to be a booger if he decides to just sit back there and watch. Well, what he didn't do was bring a whole lot of skirmishers. And that's cool. So, what do you say we go ahead and get on with taking a bit of a pitch out here and just see, turn the grid on. 1, 2, 3. go ahead. He's got a lot of cavalry stashed over here. I really think he may be intending to sit. He may be intending to sit tight. So let's make an opening move. And let's find out. We hope we shall find out just what his intentions are. I've made a well, that's about as aggressive a move as I can see fit to make right now. I don't want to break up the coordination with this infantry line. His infantry is so big. I would be really tempted if I were him to sit tight. We may end up out here staring at each other. I think I've demonstrated in other games. And I'm perfectly happy to just watch, stand and watch it. Well, you want to come play or not? Anyway, that's that. Let's pitch it back to him. Hey, next turn real soon. Oh, okay, here we go. What does he do? Well, is he coming out to play or not? I think he is. Yep, he's coming out to play. He's not going to he's not going to hold back at all. Well then. Well then. Well then. I think this is actually interesting. I really don't want to fight him up here. Of course, this'll... I say I don't want to. I'd love to catch these guys and just crush them. And perhaps I need to go to work on making that happen. His infantry will beat mine down. And it's not a matter of quality, although he has some better quality. Yeah, he's got some mass archers, too. It's not just a matter of quality, it's mostly quantity. If he can engage with one line and, you know, in the back and forth and the push and da-da-da-da-da, the guy with the last unit turns a flank and things go, go to hell. So I need to find a way to do some serious work on his flanking cavalry. And yeah, I need to go to work on his flanking cavalry in a big way while keeping my infantry. I don't want him. I want him to come forward. I want him to come forward. I may have not a lot of choice here, but to go ahead and get going and go ahead and push this forward and just consider this flank to be the hang on guys flank. And let's go ahead and start the skirmish fight. I suppose I should be very grateful that right, they're unmaneuverable, so that'll be all they can do, but that opens up the world over here a little bit for me to get this cavalry out. I should be grateful that he did not bring a gigantic light infantry force and that these are basically the same damn thing. So, what do you say we get our light infantry out here somewhere I turn the grid on. Just out of charge reach. Start that little fight. And hope that maybe he decides to come out and get them. I kind of doubt he will. He's really dreadfully outnumbered here. The cavalry differential is big. I don't know whether it's reasonable to expect that he will. Let's try. He will jump out here. I can go to there. Oh, we can turn. And we can turn when I do that, but this stays in line with my infantry, and I think that's a worthwhile endeavor. I really don't have to commit. Should I turn these guys all to the left now? Make it look like I'm going to come straight on, or should I go ahead and start a swing out to the flank? If he's smart, and I have no reason to believe he isn't, he's just going to pace along with his infantry. And then whatever I do out here just may not much matter. May not much matter, but we'll see. We do need to... Yeah, I can't do a group move here. That will not work. I may, though, want to move my CNC away from this flank. I don't know. I really hate getting the CNC involved too early on. A lot of really interesting lights going on outside. I'm still at my father's house, and I'm not sure what to make of all that. Okay, well, this looks to be wild. I think before it's all said and done, this is gonna be a woolly booger. Both of us, I think both of us right now are doing the same kind of thing. We're making tentative moves, waiting for the other guy to stick his head out a little bit. And once again, I get distracted by giant flashing lights. It might be, what was that movie from a million years ago? Or it might be his TV. I don't know. I thought I saw some of the lights outside. I'm getting distracted. Yeah, I don't know. Turning this bunch right now is more a ploy than anything else. Well, I'm just planning to come straight on, and I do need to come straight on because if he moves these guys out here, I'm going to have to beat this crowd down so I can support this infantry from this flank. I think we'll leave him alone for this time. Let's see. I really don't want to signal that I'm going out here. Even if I am. Heck with it. I'm overthinking it. Okay, next turn real soon. Okay, here we go. That still doesn't really tell me what I'm curious about here. That tells me something. A little bit. A little bit. He's spreading his infantry. Okay. But I don't see that cavalry coming out. Oh, there it is. Disappearing. He actually disappeared. That's interesting. Where could he have gone? Oh, that was probably... Okay. That was probably a move. Okay. They didn't disappear. I just didn't see them. Okay, I got that figured out. They didn't disappear. I just can't seize them. Yeah, we're all over this, man. We're all over this. 2 to 8. Those guys are armored. I'm not going to tear them up. 6, 2 to 8. 4 to 14. Yeah, this is going to be interesting over here. This is going to be of some... Well, that was the guy I thought I picked, but that's okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah, and I did it again. I did the select the wrong guy. Thank God I'm not too close to him for this kind of uh-oh. Select the wrong guy and turn him in the direction I wanted the other guy to face. And then moves to the next guy so I can't undo it because I'm dumb. That's alright. That's alright. If I keep banging my mouse into the computer, I'll never get it done. I hate gaming on this little laptop. It's not a bad little machine. A 15-inch monitor. My eyes. I feel like it's 1995 again. Once again, I'm dealing with some really nicely armored guys. Light spear. Light spear. Alright, so these are... Those guys are the guys that can skirmish away. Alright, well, I'm not going to do much damage to them, so let's see if we can clear away some of the riffraff over there. And I don't like group moves. A group move with this bunch right now will end up being a zoo. These guys are in the way. But yeah, I think we need to gallop around the corner here and try to make life interesting. We just got to figure out how to do it. We're lancers and swordsmen. Let's see. No, none of that's really interesting. I don't know. Yeah, as I sit here and think about it, what was I looking for? I don't know. I'm getting old and feeble-minded. Oh. A group move would suck. I don't know, I might have actually been able to pull that off, but the other problem with it is I don't want to send the whole crew over here. I do want to send a bunch of them, though. They're all part of the same command. And he's got a really good command radius, if I remember right. Yes, he's got an excellent command radius. So, we we've got to stay close to support the infantry, and the infantry they might just, as long as I don't get in charge reach of anybody anytime soon, which could happen, I might actually let those guys fall back. It'd be nice to have done it now, but you know, I had to get straightened out. Except for that guy. That guy. He's always that guy. He's always that guy who does like you tell him to do, even when it's dumb. I don't know if I want to push out there. It's actually to my advantage. I don't want to get within. I don't want to let this guy get me within charge reach of his infantry. That's why I probably should have moved those guys. Those guys! I should have moved those guys. If I move out here, he gets these guys up on the hill. I need to leave this cavalry here to press that way. I get twitchy with the mouse as usual. Our superior armor likes for these are really good matchups, but they're not. They end up just chasing each other around and getting dumb before you know it. There. And this guy, he's kind of stupid. I don't know why he can't turn, but he can't. And there is dumb. Going there is just dumb. These guys, the right guy. The right guy. And because if there's going to be a clash here, or if he's going to run away, I want to do it before these guys get too set up to make that challenging. Now those guys have moved. These guys are standing by. Protected lancers. Superior armored. These guys are above average. These guys are superior. He's actually got a pretty decent cavalry force there that could give me a hard time. It could. He's not going to be able to turn. Nope. Okay, he's still got a good command radius. And this guy's got a great command radius. I don't have any problems with that. It's that damn slope. Oops, no. He moves there. He can't move there. Yep. He cannot do it, Captain. That's alright. Fine. Fine! Not too happy about it, but fine. And I think that pretty much takes care of everything. Wait a minute, there's shooters left? I haven't shot those guys? I haven't moved those guys? Hey, you guys! But they're in good spots. They're up there on the... They're up there on the rough. And they can fall back. Alright, that should take care of that. No, no. Yeah, those two guys. All right, well, 10 minutes of me going on and on and on. That's why my games take so long. All right, that's about as purty as it gets. We'll just have to see how it works out next turn real soon. So here we go. Let's see what happened. Charge. Huh. That's fascinating. I kind of get it. I kind of get it. Ooh, that sucked. I'm not sure what was shooting. This machine just doesn't. It must be those masked archers, which are really very cool. That was nicely done. All right. And we evade, which I like. I'm for that. Da 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 da. Um. Well, they can't get there from here. Can these guys get there? And turn and turn. That's rough ground. That would really be a dumb place for all of us to go. If he falls back, he's likely to flip out because he's in charge range, so we don't want to do that. I'm going to turn there. No, we don't. Yeah, we just might. I kind of would like to back up here a little bit. But I think I'm stuck because of that wrong click I did there. Otherwise, I'd take this whole line and fall it back a step. How do I trap this guy? Can I trap this guy? I don't know. Archers. Charging this guy. Yeah, he could evade. Just might not work. Just might not work. How is this looking? And draw, lose. What am I fighting there? Light spear. It's a pretty even matchup. That's and I got problems with these guys coming up the hill. I can ameliorate that by moving these guys in a way to keep him from flanking this mess. Ameliorate. That's a big word, isn't it? So I'd like to go shoot those guys. I'd like to go shoot those guys. So I could stand there and shoot them too, but they're kind of. If they go there, that's a better thing for me. All right, caused a check, but didn't beat them. Yeah, it's one of the, you hope you can. It's one of those things where you hope you can catch a guy, disrupt him. Let's see what happens here. Oh, they stood. I am amazed. All right, well, in that case, I think we need to here, here, here. No, not you. The best you can do is go there. Oh, Yeah, this is a mess here with these guys closing in. That's a mess. Da, 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 da. You go there. That's my really good general. Yeah, let's just leave him there. I don't think I can change it anyway. Let's set up to slap him. He can charge. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. There. He can charge him. He can go around the corner. Let's set up to smack him. These guys are kind of on their own. We want to watch this infantry coming up. I could get in there, but these guys will be on them real fast, and that'd be awkward. That'd be real awkward. Real awkward. Done him. It's these guys. I'd love to get in there, but doesn't look like it's worth it. If he goes here, can he turn? Nope. He's not within charge reach. He should be able to fall back and, oh, I don't know why he had to hold firm. He wasn't in charge reach. Well, whatever. And try to keep this infantry honest. If it wants to come up in here, he'll have to block with somebody. This guy needs to rally. That'd be a good thing. That'd be a good thing. I think we're pretty much done, huh? No shooters. Nope. 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 Actually, it'd be kind of fun to close in on those masked archers. No, that might kind of make sense. He's got a depth here that I'm not fond of. But these archers would be easy damn pickings if I could get a hold of them. These guys are all defensive. They're nothing special. Those guys are something special. Those guys are something very special. Yeah, he's going to shoot these guys up with those masked archers. Stepping into there is completely freaking dangerous. He just outnumbers me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 11 to 6 here. That won't be immediately a problem, but about 2 turns after we start engaging, it'll be a big problem. He's done very well here. Very well. Oh, I haven't fight this yet. Let's fight. Okay. Okay, we're back to this. Yeah, this is This is good and challenging. Good and challenging. We're going to win this little fight for whatever that's worth. Probably win this little fight right here. Who knows? Maybe win, maybe not. This bunch right here is going to be a real strong influence on what goes on in this hill. And it'll be really hard to push off unless I can shoot around the corner and kind of cut them off. Even then, that guy, or him peeling some guys off there, could help. Over here, this was bad, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse, and I just don't know. Moving that guy to there, giving these guys charge, first charge, that's not going to be nice. That's not going to be nice. But yeah, this is nicely done. All these archers, they're going to shoot this guy up next. I could do something goofy like fall back, see if I could get out of that mess a little bit. They ought not have a problem with. Well, you know, they're in charge reach, so they just might, and they're average. Oh, they're above average. Do I stand there and get disrupted by bow fire? Do I fall back and take a chance of getting disrupted? They held. He'll have to come. He'll have to come forward to take another shot at them. These guys falling back when you're already disrupted. That's a quick way to fragmentation. Fragmentation is a quick way to be dead. All right, I think that's it. Yeah, click, 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 click. I do that because it sounds good and it feels good. Fights, fights, these fights, these fights. And there we go. All right, let's call it a turn. Okay, here we go. Now this is kind of odd. I've never had this happen before. I was actually finished with this turn. And this little laptop I'm playing on while I'm on the road, completely locked up. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I had to power it down. So this is a reload, and that's kind of embarrassing, but I don't know what else to say about it except it's what happened, and we just get in here and do it again. You know, with any luck, things will break more or less the same. Here we go. Yeah, okay, I saw all this. This is all pre-placed. There won't be anything special here. Right? Okay. It's all, you know, same thing, only different. Yep. Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. This is, you know, I think I'm just going to have to beg an indulgence. Maybe I shouldn't be playing tournament games on a laptop. It was just, I would say, oh, that turn's just about over. Gone. 1.2 gigabyte file that is unusable. Did not close properly. All right. Yep, everything over here looks to be about the same. It is the same. The only possible thing that RNG could do is bite us one way or the other on the replay. And it all looks pretty much, you know, bad things happen. Charge, flank attack, disrupted, impact, fragmented. Yep. Well, so far it's pretty much what I expected. Held firm. Held firm. Okay, that's what happened. Okay. All right. Well. Charge, evades, and these guys go there. want to be sure that I don't want to end up being an easy charge reach of these. Yeah, these are unmaneuverable, so they're going to be. What did I do before? I've forgotten. Completely. I kind of halfway got brain dead there. Dismounted armored cavalry. These guys are just unbelievably good troops that I don't want. To get pinned up by those guys. Turn the grid on. I wish that could actually do. Grid on again. I think these guys will be okay. And they are all part of commanding part of him. Yeah, he's part of this command over there. Lancers. These guys have to be very, very careful not to get into a place where they can't escape from those spearmen. They got to stay. They got to keep their maneuverability. And I had the same problem before. I just don't recall what I did. It's pretty much crazy. Let's see what happens here. Let's fight it. Yeah. Same things before. That's what you would expect. An inconclusive result. And whoa! Ian has done an excellent job here. I don't think we're going to have a hard time beating this this gigantic army full of badass infantry. Because this hill is going to be very difficult to take. Probably can be done, but it's going to be difficult to do. Right, okay, right up there. Just gotta turn this that way. I keep hearing noises around the house. Pause this thing for a moment. Okay. Yeah, we're going to fall back to give this area a little cover. Try to give him angle problems here. These guys, I think, will stand because charging that guy is insane. And we got these fights down here. Okay. Okie dokie. Moving that guy over there with a disrupted unit is not particularly bright. I think that will cause me no end of grief. Here. And if we go... Be careful with this light infantry. We don't want to put guys in a place where they can't win. This is tough. Thank God those are archers. But these guys will be up soon enough. Yeah, this is bad over here. I'm running out of units. And he's closing in a serious way. We got to give those guys some support. And run over here. And I think that pretty much takes care of everything. Any shooters left? I don't think so. Infantry, cavalry. Now that I think about it, he's going to stand off and try to pound this guy with those archers. Yeah, we'll leave those guys there. All right. Well, and I'll see if I can close this video out. This is pretty much where this last fight ended. Nothing. Oh, wait a minute. We got to fight this fight. Haven't done that. Go. All right, they fell back. Yeah. Okay. And we're in deep trouble on the left. Big time trouble. Big time. Fragmented unit is going to be real trouble. Here, we're going to snatch this guy. I wish we had this round. And we may be able to round up some of this, but we're going to get, this is going to be ugly over here. Oh, we got any fights left? Yeah, we do. One fight. Yeah, okay. No big deal. Anyway, that was kind of odd. I was even reluctant to talk about it, but the truth is, it happened. That was just bizarre. I think I'm going to have to reconsider this whole. I'm playing on a laptop thing. All right, next turn real quick. Okay, here we go. Wait, is it? Okay. Just reading what he had to say. Let's go. Ugh. Sometimes replay is weird. Alright, fight. I hate this little bitty monitor. Yep, he's pounding that corner unit, which is what we expected. Yeah, charge evade. It's not a surprise. They didn't like that. It's not a surprise. Charge evade. All right. Fight. They held. Good troops. Good troops. Very good troops. All right. Well, and we send those guys in. And it doesn't much matter, I don't think. They're out. And we're pursuing. Yay. Oh, that was somehow a mistake. What just happened there? Oh, no, that was follow-up. I didn't do that. Ha ha, what do I know? Charge. Ooh, didn't expect that. Well, didn't expect that. No, sir, did not expect that. That was well done. Those guys ran away in all can be said is a highly intelligent way. Now, what's going to happen here is going to be a mess for everybody. Yes, a mess for everybody. Over here, this is a mess for me. Fight. Oh, that was a bit of a surprise. That was a bit of a surprise. I didn't expect that. That I did expect. Shoot. Shoot. I'd like to fall back with those guys, but they'll break if I do. And now it comes to the big push, and he is seriously advantaged with this guy in a second line. Those guys are going to be really, really ugly. They are going to be seriously ugly in this fight. Got one turn of ammo left against dismounted armored cow. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Well, we've had what's this we stuff? It's like you're sitting here with me. I've had an unusually successful turn on this flank. I really didn't expect it to break quite as good as it did, and that's very cool. Some of these guys are actually positioned to react. This guy he got cut off. I'd like to send him somewhere, but he got cut off by this nonsense and these pursuers. These guys are free to act, and so are these guys, but we really don't want a piece of those guys. That's just a losing game. Really, the question is going to be, now that this is broken free, and it's not entirely free, I mean, these guys are a pain. We were lucky these guys reacted badly to what happened on the hill. These guys will fight forever, and they will beat anybody, or any of this cavalry anyway, that tries to take them straight up. Unfortunately for them, they're kind of surrounded a bit. How to best take advantage of this, because we're going to get beat on this flank. We're going to get beat on this flank in a big, big way. I'm tempted to charge him just to get engaged so I quit getting shot up. In fact, we could just get engaged all up and down the line here. We might as well. The problem's going to be when this collapses, he's going to turn this flank in a big way. Maybe ought to send this cavalry that way. Galloping down there as an extra unit. The rest of these guys need to stick around here to try to make time over here when this fight gets real. I'm going to sit here and stare at this position for a minute. Let's do the quick pause thing while Waz thinks. Well, okay, after a lot of thinking, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. Go figure. Let's, hello. There we go. Let's re-engage here. All right. Now I need to pin these guys up, and instead of sending this guy over there, which is hopeless, he'll never get there in time, we need to ride him there, and now charging them is like crazy. But that'll pin him. I say that. Actually, there and a turn probably pins him. I don't think he can charge across. Yeah, I gotta pin him. I think that will. I gotta go there. Keep him from charging these guys. I need these guys mobile. I need them able to move. I don't need him up there. If he charges them, they're cavalry that just might skirmish away. Might not, but they just might skirmish away, which would be a very good thing indeed. A very good thing indeed. Let's see, that guy's got a... Boy, this machine's making me crazy. Yeah, I'm really... the maneuverability of these guys is about nothing anyway. Charge there, charge there, charge there, charge there, charge there. I might move the general over to punch down on him to give me a better chance on this flank. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get in. Whoa, didn't expect that. No, I did not. All right. This is where it gets really dumb. Well, I say that, and then I have unusual success. Now, that success is seriously, it's, I don't know. I feel bad about these. Just too deep, and he's got troops that are too good. We're going to get in here just because I'm tired of getting shot up. And these guys can't do anything. They got us down. They've done their thing. These guys can get in there. Probably would be smart to do so. That was really lucky disrupting that guy. Go ahead and take advantage of that. Ooh. You got lucky there. That would have been really cool if that had fallen apart in a big way. All right, this guy can move now. Well, he could move before. These guys cannot. But he can't be charged, which is the big thing. Don't want to get behind him. That'll pin him up. Actually, I'm not sure I want to move him at all. If I hadn't moved that guy in the way, I might have... I don't want to go over there in front of him, do I? Here we go again with another thinking thing. Alright, we'll turn this guy. These guys are stuck. He's pursuing. There's really not much in the way of mobile units left. He can. Charging him just... I'm not sure what will happen. These guys will continue to pursue, or whether that'll free them up. So what the hell? Let's charge them, flank attack, retreating. Oh, they all continued pursuing. Okay, well, there you go. That's what happens. These guys are kind of in a box. They want to go do something. Want to go do something. Oh, that's right. They go there. Charge those guys. Evade. I think I just set myself up to get pinned. By that guy, sorta. But positionally, I don't feel. Nope, nothing. Okay, long term, this is like the turn that makes or breaks. Well, it sets up for the make or break. I really think I'm going to lose over here. This guy falling back helped, but I think we're going to lose there. At least we're not going to win. And I could do something here. I could move the general here to stiffen. Is that guy as good a general as I think he is? Yeah, he's a really good general. Love. Those guys are really, they're only above average against superior guys with a general. They're gonna lose. They are going to lose. This may be foolish, but move the general there. Okay. Well, there you go. Great game. Ian is a superb opponent. Next turn real quick. Okay, here we go. Nice rallies. Oh, I'm glad these guys didn't chase any further. They might yet, but they haven't. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, that's even worse. Wait a minute. Follow him. Good. I needed that. Why did you charge him? I don't understand that. Why did my guy charge him? Well, I need a moment to turn this down a little bit, and I don't understand why during his turn my guy... Maybe there's something about the game about impetuous charges or something I'm not aware of, but okay. Yeah, that was bad. That's really bad. Yep, and that's not a shock. In fact, that's, you know, actually pretty good for us. Ooh. That's not so good for us. And, yeah, a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving. Lots of pushing, lots of shoving. Yep. Lots of it doesn't matter. It will matter, but it doesn't matter. Wow, those guys should break. Yeah, they did. Okay, cool. All right. Wow. Our guys are really having a pretty good time beating up on some of his guys. A lot better than I expected. But he still has this mass of really good guys looking to crush this flank, which I'm pretty sure, at least the last time I played this game, is not a good thing. Shoot. And can't get excited about that. Turn there. Light spear. Those guys are just as likely to run as stick around. And these guys are kind of in a... Those guys fall back. Did I miss something? Oh, yeah. The massed archers fell back. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? These dismounted cavalry guys. Those are just really unpleasant fellows. They don't have our best interests at heart. No, sir, they do not. They do not have our best interest at heart. I don't know what... There's some things that happened here that really... I guess there were some charges over here that I didn't keep track of. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. Now, it's cool that these guys can turn and get back in the game. Though it would be much cooler if they could do it faster than they... Here they come. These guys want to turn and beat up on those guys. My guys want to turn and beat up on those guys. And... all in all, everybody is wanting to be unpleasant to the other fellow. Everybody wants to be very unpleasant to the other fellow. Be nice if they were disrupted, and of course they were not. Okay. All right. This is a different command. I can transfer to him. All right, those guys need to go down there to raise some hell with that line. These guys are turning. Those guys can't do anything. And I'm afraid this guy has to keep an eye on him. Must keep an eye on him. Can he go there and charge? Or can I? Should I? Must I? Must I? Must I? Must I leave that general? He is. Okay, a sub-general there, sub-general there. This is a mess. That's awful. Strangely enough, that's not as bad. That will be over before I can intervene. There's just nothing to be done for that. So let's why am I clicking on his guys? And before I start moving these guys around, I probably ought to see how some of these break. So, wow. I don't know why this guy is so advantaged over him. Oh, because he's fighting there. Yeah. All right, let's make the push there. Held. Push. Ooh. We held, but that wasn't fun. Yeah, okay, down the line here it's going to be pretty much 6-1, half dozen the other. One guy wins, one guy loses. Not much to be done, but just... Ooh, nice, nice, nice. That was lucky. And here... cannot intervene effectively there. I'm set up to do it, but I can't do it. Yeah, let's see if these guys will fight. Yeah, they did, and they ran us off. I should have just moved these guys forward to pin them. They may interfere with this flank move. That's not good. Should have just moved forward to pin them. Got a really good chance to not do much there. Now you'd think that those archers would be relatively easy to pound, but they are not. And these guys coming up are rather nightmarish. I think we're going to have to stand there and just take what comes from that. All right, what have I got left? No shooters. He says, Oh, these guys can turn around. That's cool. You turn around. And if he chooses to turn and go that way, this guy first. Guys, he hasn't done his thing. That's right. Ooh, there's so many options here. Yeah, mostly we just got to keep these guys honest while this guy does his magic. Let's find out what kind of nastiness happens here before we commit anywhere else. They held. They're really good guys. They're good troops, but they're not going to be able to pull that off much longer. And should I try to pin him? It would be wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful to snatch him up. I got to keep him under control. Or I can run down here and get into this mess, which is a losing fight. Will they stick? Oh no! That's okay. It looks like they stuck, even though these guys freaked out, which means I should be able to hammer that guy next round. Losing the general was bad, but you know, yeah, there it is. That's clearly in the Dookie happens. And really, I think we're as good as it can be expected here. Got anybody else that can move? Yeah, that guy that I choose not to. No. Him. And, okay. Well, there you go. Wow. Hard turn all around. Like my opponent says, this is not over. I think we may have a tiny possible advantage. These guys are unmaneuverable. They'll be able to turn, but they will not be able to intervene. These guys are all tied up. That means these guys are going to get hit in the butt with the cavalry. This is going to be a mess, but these guys should be able to roll. We should be able to snatch them up, and then these guys can sweep. The question is, can we hold while the cavalry does its thing? And I don't know. Ian, my opponent, is a fine player. He's got a good army. And the issue is still in doubt. Hey, you turn real quick.